Inside Cowboy Football starts right now! Yay!
Hi again, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Inside Cowboy Football with McNeese head coach Lance Guidry. I'm your host, Ron Hayes, here with Coach Guidry. And, Coach, it's been a heck of a week, has it not?
It's been a long week, very long week.
Tell me about how the week affected the McNeese Cowboy Football program.
Well, of course, the hurricane made us adjust quite a bit. Of course, we were indoors for some days in the rec complex, and some days we didn't practice, but luckily we was able to get a call from Lafayette. Our AD, Bruce Hemphill, ended up calling their president, and they allowed us to go into their indoor facility, so we was able to practice 2 days over there, which was really, really good, and it kind of got us ready for the game. It prepped us well. Of course, I'd have loved to be outside instead of an indoor facility, but it was the best that we could get possibly.
Any of your team or your staff impacted by the storm, Coach?
We had some players in the Houston area whose families lost some homes, and of course our offensive line coach, Ben Norton, he lives around the Beaumont area, and they lost their home as well, and his wife had to be saved by someone in a boat. So
we went Cajun Navy, huh?
Yeah, we went through a lot this week, and just trying to juggle all those different things, but our kids were ready to play. They were prepared. So, it is what it is.
And a Thursday night ball game to boot, so all kind of adjustments.
Thursday night game.
All right, well, appreciate it. Fans, stay with us. We're going to take a break now and be right back with more of Inside Cowboy Football right after this pause.
Inside Cowboy Football would like to thank the 2017 show sponsors.
At Delta Downs, we're famous for exciting casino and racing action. And with a stunning new hotel, pool, and restaurant, the new Delta Downs is just too good to pass up.
So there's no cars in this commercial, but we're not going to talk about cars. We're going to talk about an experience. I think it's safe to say that people's expectations of their customer experience these days is pretty low. But you're about to spend your hard-earned money, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars of it. Don't settle for being treated like you're worth less than that. Expect a red carpet experience, not the same old shady salesman or bully manager or long hold times you're used to. All you have to do is raise your expectations and then look around and see who's left to choose from.
This September at Delta Downs, we're predicting a hurricane. Be here Fridays and Saturdays. Every 30 minutes, you could win a chance to face off in the cash machine and win up to $10,000 cash. Just take I-10 to Vinton. Visit deltadowns.com for details.
Welcome back into more of Inside Cowboy Football with Coach Lance Guidry. Coach, we're going to go straight to the action from Thibodaux, Louisiana last Thursday night.
This Cowboys getting ready. B.J. Blunt bringing out the wood.
It's still a McNeese tradition at Wood, right?
Still, I think Luke Lawton is the one who started that, and he was on our sideline the other night.
And a kickoff.
Opening kickoff, and they kick it deep. We don't get out of there on that one, so we have a touchback right there.
I noticed new turf courtesy of the Manning brothers.
New turf. It was good until late. Here's Tavares Baptiste with a really good run after the catch. A little bubble screen right there. Good bootleg, get the ball to the tight end. Of course, it's LaWayne Ross. It's a load. Yeah, their turf got a little slippery late. I think when the fog, the dew set in a little bit. There's a big hit by them stopping us, Justin Pratt. And linebacker made a bunch of tackles early on. Here's James. James with a good throw to Porker. Porker was having a good night, and he ended up leaving the game a little early. He ended up getting injured, but his daddy was in the stands.
That's
once
what
again.
I heard. I heard his dad was in the stands. We were looking for him, couldn't find him.
He sure was. Looked like he had a hole to get through right there. If he could have stayed behind his block, I think he tried to bounce it a little quick.
Justin Pratt.
Justin Pratt, right here. We settled for a field goal, and that's kind of how the whole night went. We settled for field goals way too often.
Kind of a preview of things to come, huh, Coach?
Yes, sir. Here's a little counter play by their quarterback. Pulled a tackle, actually, and he's a competitor, you know. He wanted to win the football game, and I really like that kid, 4K. Good football player.
Got football in his family.
Sure does. This is what we call, we had a coverage on, what we call cover 4, and our safety played over the top a little bit too much instead of helping the back on the corner, and the corner missed the tackle, and the Colonels go up. You know, they're going to catch passes, but we got to be able to make tackles and make them go to the next series.
Well, the big thing is now the Colonels have hope.
That's right. 7-3 right now. And of course, there was a sack right there. They ended up almost getting them back on the ball right there. We ended up getting it back, but thank God Justin Pratt was there. Stripped him out the back of his hand, and we're lucky to get back on that ball right there. It's a punt. You know, this was a great break for the Cowboys. We thought we actually had a touchdown. You got a muff, and Sage picks it up and goes in, but ended up being a muff, so we get the ball right there. I don't know where we at, around the 10-yard line.
Right about the 10, Coach.
There you are, Ron.
Oh, scary.
And we settled for a field goal. So we drove the first series and settled for a field goal, and here's another one we settled for a field goal.
Still in the first quarter, 7-3, or 7-6, rather, the Cowboys trail.
Putting a little pressure on 4K right here. This Chris Livens with the sack, brought a zone pressure right there. It's another sack right here by Shory Goins.
That's a good play.
Big play. So we hit him twice right there. Playing good defense right there.
This kid's going to be a force.
He's going to be a force. Had to play a lot of snaps the other night. How about James with a little run of his own? Huh?
Look at this.
Showing a little speed.
Yeah.
That was good. Converted the first down right there.
Shows his arm now.
Great catch right here. Really great catch by Nick Edwards.
We're up in the second quarter. Cowboys still
had a lot of good things going.
Point.
Of course, we didn't get in right there. It's a good catch, play for them. Good catch by them. Little play action pass right there. Cortison's zone. Guys played the run. He got behind us.
Oh, he's dead there.
Yeah, we had him. We ended up throwing away. I thought it was grounding. He was still in the pocket, and he threw it out of bounds. No receiver. And here we go. We get us a block. So we got us another one. We're inside the 20 on this one. So we're in great shape again. It's the third time we've been inside the red zone. We got a good run right here. So
knocking on the door, Coach.
Knocking on the door right there on the 6-7 yard line, you know. Settled for a field goal. So.
Third one of the night.
Third one of the night.
Cowboys take the lead, but still 9 points. Wish you could have had more.
9-7, running some game right here. Great interception right here by Jermaine Antoine. We have the ball at the 35-yard line right here, right before half, 1:50 to go. You know, we really need to capitalize on this one. Get in there, great catch, a little overthrow. If he keeps him running, I think he might have a touchdown right here. But, I mean, we're right there. We're inside of 15. We get leakage, and they block it. And that was huge. That was, you know, that was not good for us. They go in right before the half, and they block a field goal.
Nicholls had the momentum at that point.
Had the momentum. We're still up, but we're giving them hope. That's the bad thing.
Yeah.
It's 9-7, and very well could have had a couple touchdowns.
All right, Coach. There you have it, fans. That's our first half. We'll be back in just a minute with more of the show right after this pause.
At Delta Downs, we're famous for exciting casino and racing action. And with a stunning new hotel, pool, and restaurant, the new Delta Downs is just too good to pass up.
Game time. It's time for Market Basket Smokehouse Sausage and Boudin. Tailgating at the big game or grilling on the patio before kickoff, Market Basket Smokehouse is your winning team. We make all our sausage and boudin in-store with 7 unique blends of sausage and 5 award-winning boudin recipes. And remember Market Basket party trays from the Bakery Deli and fresh fruit or veggie trays, perfect for pre-game appetizers. Market Basket and Market Basket Smokehouse, the winning team.
Folks in Southwest Louisiana demand a dependable truck, and the Chevy Silverado is the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road over the last 30 years. Plus, the 2017 J.D. Power Dependability Study confirms Chevrolet is the #1 domestic brand with full-size trucks, while Ford and Ram are dead last. So for the most dependable full-size truck, check out the 2017 Chevy Silverado today at your Lake Charles area Chevy dealers.
This September at Delta Downs, we're predicting a hurricane. Be here Fridays and Saturdays. Every 30 minutes, you could win a chance to face off in the cash machine and win up to $10,000 cash. Just take I-10 to Vinton. Visit deltadowns.com for details.
All right, Coach, let's take a look at second half action now. What do you say?
Second half action, we got him the punt again, and Kyrie McLean blocks another one. We could have scooped that one and scored, you know, but we fall on it. We should, and we should just keep trying to scoop it. B.J. Blunt transfer. We had an opportunity there and didn't. Well, in the red zone again. Good running right here. Pratt's behind his blockers.
Look at this.
And we're down to the 5-yard line, 6-yard line.
Well, your special teams were shining. Now your running game's getting hooked up.
And we end up way back. Got some penalties. Not people line up on sides, off sides, and Tavares Baptiste, we end up capitalizing right here, getting us a touchdown.
Beauty. Cowboys, very impressive, explosive play there. Third quarter.
And this is not good. Interception, not only interception, but interception that goes back for a touchdown.
That hurt.
You know, it's hard to defend something like that. So, you know, but we okay. You know, it's gonna be 16-12 or 14 after they make the extra point, of course. So we still 2 up. Great play right here. Caused a fumble. We got the ball back right here. Another turnover.
Well, the Cowboys just had a bunch of opportunities.
5:36 left to go.
That's a nice play.
Good play right here.
Ross again.
Yes, sir.
He looks very comfortable in his new role, Coach.
Yeah. Got us a touchdown right here, which was good. They thought it was a fumble, but we end up getting in there. So we capitalized on that one, which was really, really good.
2:29 to go in the third quarter. Official confirms the touchdown after a review.
Block the extra point. Second block. Getting leakage inside again.
22-14 Cowboys.
This was kind of a weird play. Guy ran a comeback, but then he ended up throwing over the top of his head, and then here he goes. We got people hustling to the ball. We have a couple people slip right here, and he gets in. Crazy play.
Momentum kept shifting back and forth
Kept
all
shifting.
night, Coach. Here he goes.
We got the ball back. James throws a nice pass to Tavares. Just really good.
And again, the Cowboys appear to seize control of the ball game, Coach.
We responded right there. It was 29-21.
13:02 to go in the ball game. Cowboys
beginning
up.
of the fourth. Right here, they got a little bit of something going right here. They ended up getting a drive. On this series, we actually had a 3rd and 5, and we got an interference call, which kept this drive alive. We had a chance of interception right here. When you get your hands on it, you got to get it. But that penalty really hurt us. And here was kind of a little busted coverage we had on the goal line. And you can't bust in the red zone. You can't. It's going to be touchdown. So they go for 2 right here. And Damon Morgan makes a great play. They leaked the running back out, which was really the linebacker's player, but Damon picked up for him and made a great play.
Well, he got as high as he could get.
Yes. So we up 27. So we up by 2.
About 8 minutes to go in the ball game. There's Coach O.
There's Coach O. Big old McNeese logo. It says Mama Coco. And this is not good. The interception, his hand got hit. Austin Nelson was open, which you can't see. He was wide open down the middle of the field and got hit on his arm, and it's not real good. Right here, caught us in a little twist game, and they ended up getting in the end zone. It just got momentum, you know. We kept giving them momentum, and you can't give a team momentum like that. You just can't.
Well, Nicholls is really believing in themselves now. They're in the fourth quarter. They got the lead. They're at home. But here come the Cowboys.
Yes, a really good run right here. Darius Crowley. I already thought he was going to get in right here.
I did too.
So it's 5:31. We're down. I think we're going to get in here in a little bit. Nick Edwards on a sweep right here. So the Cowboys are back on top, but, you know, they need a field goal. We end up going for 2 right here. In a second, we go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game because we were up by 1 or whatever it was, and we don't get it.
Just knocked it down.
So we're down by 1 with 3:02 left to play. They march the ball down the field. He ends up scrambling. We lose containment, and it's not good. Makes a first down right there. Tough competitor.
Were you feeling comfortable? The Cowboys were up by 1 in the closing stretches?
You know, we needed to get pressure on them. We knew that. We ended up getting a penalty right here. Ball was almost thrown in the end zone.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
So they're just moving the ball downfield. I thought it actually hurt them by moving in the middle, by the way they kicked their field goals with double wings. We actually could have came off the edge a little bit better than we did, and they ended up winning it.
You can barely see it in the light, but it was good.
It was good.
And they pull out a 2-point victory over the Cowboys. 37-35 over McNeese. That ends the ball game. Fans, will be back in a minute. We'll have player interviews for you, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
At Delta Downs, we're famous for exciting casino and racing action. And with a stunning new hotel, pool, and restaurant, the new Delta Downs is just too good to pass up.
What does it mean to be Southland Strong?
It's not just big wins.
It's success in the classroom
and being engaged with service,
family, passion,
integrity,
overcoming adversity,
hard work and dedication,
bettering people around you,
striving for excellence,
leadership and competition
on our campuses
and in our communities.
We are Southland Strong.
So there's no cars in this commercial, but we're not going to talk about cars. We're going to talk about an experience. I think it's safe to say that people's expectations of their customer experience these days is pretty low. But you're about to spend your hard-earned money, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars of it. Don't settle for being treated like you're worth less than that. Expect a red carpet experience, not the same old shady salesman or bully manager or long hold times you're used to. All you have to do is raise your expectations and then look around and see who's left to choose from.
This September at Delta Downs, we're predicting a hurricane. Be here Fridays and Saturdays. Every 30 minutes, you could win a chance to face off in the cash machine and win up to $10,000 cash. Just take I-10 to Vinton. Visit deltadowns.com for details.
All right, Coach Guidry, let's look at the stats coming out of last Thursday's ball game. Your Cowboys had pretty impressive stats, really.
There's only one stat that matters. That's score right up there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not a good stat. But anyway, McNeese, we had 24 first downs to their 14. We had 194 yards rushing to their 91. We had 238 yards passing to their 213. So we had 432 total yards to their 304. Penalties was big, though. We had 13 penalties for 117, and some were at crucial times. They was 9 for 78. So there's a lot of penalties in the game. Time of possession, we had the ball 40 minutes to their 19 minutes. Third down conversion, we were 6 of 15. Turnovers, we had 2. They had 3. We also blocked 2 of their punts. And red zone scores, we were 6 of 8, but not very many touchdowns. We had a lot of field goals, and they had 1 field goal and 2 touchdowns, of course, in the red zone.
Pretty much is the stat story. Fans, we're going to go now to the player interviews, so stay with us and see how the players reacted after the ball game last.
I think the defense played hard, but explosive plays we got to stop. You know, explosive plays. That's all I can say is explosive plays. Without those two, we would have won the ball game.
There's just way too many penalties. You know, we scored a touchdown with D-Ham. I had that long run on the side, but the holding calls and the false starts, we really can't do anything when you got those penalties. So we're gonna get better. That's what we practice for. We practice more than we play. So we're gonna prepare for the next game, put this one behind us, and learn from our mistakes.
It's the first game. I mean, last year I got suspended for 6 games. And I feel like that humbled me a lot, you know. And I just come out here, I just put everything on the line for my team. Yeah, I got a hurt hamstring, and I'm still gonna fight through pain, you know. Because like they say, no pain, no gain. I'm gonna help my team any kind of way I can, you know.
Honestly, I just wanted to be able to make a play for my team. I told Coach I'll do whatever he wanted me to do, and I got in there. I tried to make a couple plays. It felt good, but you know, I always want the win. The win is what matters. Our coach, our special teams coach, shout out to Coach Little. He told me to go right at the shield. They don't block too hard, so I did that and I bust through a few times.
It's just mental things, little things that that we gotta work on. That's just practice though. But I feel like after this game gonna humble us. After this loss, I feel like we gonna shake back.
Coach, what do you think the mindset of your Cowboys was and is coming out of Thursday's game?
I think they're disappointed. I think that they know that they probably outplayed the opponent, but they didn't capitalize off of the turnovers that we got. And when we did have some plays, we got some holding penalties and some other things. You can hear all their comments that, they know that they played well, but they couldn't finish. So, Justin Pratt, who was one of the running back that was interviewed, he had a rough week, rough couple weeks. His mom passed away, and then, of course, all the flooding in Houston. So it was rough on him, but, we're going to shake back, like the player said.
Good, Coach. All right, we're going to go to the interview this week with our assistant coach, and it's Landon Hofer. Coach Hofer is the offensive coordinator here at McNeese, and watch this. You'll enjoy this. I am here with McNeese offensive coordinator Landon Hofer. And Coach Hofer, as I understand it, this is your second year to occupy that title here at McNeese, right?
Yes, sir. Fourth year here. Coach V hired me 4 years ago, and Coach Guidry promoted me year before last. Yes, sir.
Well, what do you think the biggest challenge is for an offensive coordinator at any football school?
That's a good question. I think not overdoing it and staying simple. I think the tendency is to do more because it looks good or, things like that, but stay simple and do what your kids are good at and let them play fast, not overcomplicate things.
Do you have any change from the offensive package this year that you had last year? Because you still got the same quarterback, an outstanding quarterback for that matter, some of the key receivers, some of the key runners. Have you altered it at all?
Yeah, slightly. Kind of to go along with what I said, I don't want to do too much because we've got a lot of guys back and we want them playing fast and confident and doing what they know. We want to do a few things to, feature Lawayne Ross at tight end. So, a few things we did differently with him. Plays that are no different to the O-line, but, favor him getting the ball. And Coach Norton brought a few more spread runs, for the teams that were probably a little more athletic than we can spread them out and still run the football. But other than that, I'd say 95% of it's the same.
Coach, you were talking about the switch of Ross from the backfield to the offensive line. How key is that, do you think, for the Cowboys' success this year?
Well, the main deal was he was the third-string running back last year, and we want our 5 best skill guys on the field at all times, and we thought he was one of those guys. And, we thought of it as an H-back, and Coach Guidry said, well, you've seen him in Pitbull. He's blocking some big guys, and I said, you're right, Coach. We need to do that.
What about Andy Dodd? He's a transfer in from LSU. Big guy, about, 350 pounds, something like that?
He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Soft-spoken guy, pro about a lot of things he does. It's comfortable when your battery, your center and your quarterback are 2 guys you don't have to worry about a whole lot.
I understand he was pretty impressive in that pit drill, too, you were talking about.
They get in there so tight sometimes I don't even see it. They were videoing it, but yeah, he's tough to move. It's hard to move him, which helps us run the ball inside a little more, hopefully.
Well, are you going to emphasize a running game more this year, or are you going to stay with the passing game because you had such success with it last year?
Well, I think the whole deal is to take what they give you. We do want to be physical and run the ball when we choose to run the ball. But at the same time, we put a lot on James to wherever they're not, he needs to get the ball there.
You got David Ham back this year. Yeah. You got Pratt back this year. What about Ryan Ross?
Well, I don't think anything definite right now with Ryan. I know he's a phenomenal leader. He's there. He's in every walkthrough, every lift we have, every practice he's in there. He's partially coaching a lot of the running backs. He's doing a good job, and I feel really good about that room.
The weather, how big a pain has it been up to this point?
Well, they can't control it, so I don't, worry a whole lot about it. I think, Coach Guidry, did some things with the schedule where we went in the mornings, and it allowed us to get a lot more practices in than we did last year. As far as last week, there's nothing you can do. Just got to move on.
That's it. Coach, thank you very much. Good luck to you and the Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
Landon Hofer, offensive coordinator, McNeese State University. Coach, tell me a little bit about Coach Hofer. What does he mean to your program here at McNeese?
Coach Hofer has a good demeanor. He never gets too high, too low, and I like that in an offensive coordinator. He keeps getting better and better. I think he's got a bright future. I think he knows exactly what he wants out of an offense, but at the same time, he kind of plays to the skill sets of the players, and I think that's huge. You know, us moving LaWayne Ross, I think, was really big for us, and I think it's going to pay off.
I think he's a bright young coach, and he's going to light up the profession before it's all over.
I hope so.
The way it looks to me. All right, fans, stay with us. We'll be back with the wrap-up of tonight's show right after this break.
At Delta Downs, we're famous for exciting casino and racing action. And with a stunning new hotel, pool, and restaurant, the new Delta Downs is just too good to pass up.
So there's no cars in this commercial, but we're not going to talk about cars. We're going to talk about an experience. I think it's safe to say that people's expectations of their customer experience these days is pretty low. But you're about to spend your hard-earned money, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars of it. Don't settle for being treated like you're worth less than that. Expect a red carpet experience, not the same old shady salesman or bully manager or long hold times you're used to. All you have to do is raise your expectations and then look around and see who's left to choose from.
Here's the places. These are the people. They are courteous, attentive, knowledgeable, in a word, professionals. So great prices, great products, awesome people. This combination is the reason Southwest Louisiana has voted Pumpelly Tire the #1 tire store year after year. We're honored and thankful, and our pledge to you is your continued satisfaction. Pumpelly Tire, Ruth Street in Sulphur, Ryan Street, Lake Charles.
This September at Delta Downs, we're predicting a hurricane. Be here Fridays and Saturdays. Every 30 minutes, you could win a chance to face off in the cash machine and win up to $10,000 cash. Just take I-10 to Vinton. Visit deltadowns.com for details.
All right, Coach, no more on the road this week. We're at home. Tell us a little bit about the team we're going to be playing.
Florida Tech, out of Florida, Melbourne, Florida.
Go ahead.
They're running offense. Quarterback's kind of a dual threat guy. They can throw it, but I think they really want to control the ball and do a lot of the quarterback run stuff. Got a little running back that's pretty shifty, so we're gonna have our hands full. You know, sometimes these Division II schools have a lot of really good athletes. So we'll have to play well, and we'll have to play better than we did last week, and we'll have to correct the mistakes that we made last week.
6'7" receiver?
They got big wide receiver. He's 6'6", 6'7". We've got some other kids, and they'll look like a good football team when they come into the hole. People will be shocked with the type of kids they have, and we're going to have to fight. Of course, we're going to have to play better than we did last week, and we got to just improve each and every week.
There you go. Thank you, Coach Guidry. Fans, I want to remind you, next Saturday will be the Hall of Fame game as well. There'll be some honored athletes, ex-athletes from McNeese with a proud history. We hope you'll come for that. If not, come for the ball game. We kick off at 6 p.m., Cowboy Stadium, Lake Charles, Louisiana, next Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next week with more Inside Cowboy Football with head coach Lance Guidry. Thanks a bunch.